and I always ask them when they're starting a lesson with me, what do they think is wrong with their cast? And a lot of people tell me, somebody even just told it to me this week, that they think they're reaching too far back. So here's me reaching forward. To me, this is reaching back. Let's see if I go back as far as I can go, what, if anything, that does to my cast. So here's my cast where I would normally make a cast for this amount of line. Very little movement is needed because it's a very little piece of line. Now I'm going to start reaching farther back. Now my hand's farther back. Now it's farther back. Now it's even farther back. Now I'm making a stroke way longer than needed to be, but my back cast still went up. The forward cast went down. My loops got slightly bigger because I didn't need a stroke that long, but it wasn't on the ground. And what most people are trying to tell me is their cast is on the ground, because when I watch them make it right after I ask them, their cast is touching the ground behind them. Or it is inches behind the ground and then they got their hand up over here. So what they meant to say, and I've never ever had anybody that I had to say, hey, you're reaching too far back. It is always, always the opposite, is there is no reaching at all back. It is casting out of a little tiny box and then trying to make a bigger and bigger and bigger curve, because that's the only thing they can do. So what most people tell me their cast is reaching too far back is, it's doing this. And it's going too far down. It's not too far back, because if I take that point where I'm touching the ground and move it up here, that's exactly where I was going on the very first stroke, right to there. So I'm reaching just as far back, except I'm reaching in a straight line track that goes slightly up in the back, slightly down in the front. The tip's still way above my head when it passes and it unrolls right above the water. If your cast is going down in the back, that's because you tried to throw a ball doing this. You started tossing to your buddy. Then he got a little farther away. And you tried to do it a little harder. And he got a little farther away, and all of a sudden, you couldn't do it any harder by holding all this still. Let's say we strapped all this down, you couldn't move it. The only thing you could do then is either do this harder in a straight line, or start going around more and more of a curve and try to get some momentum and let it go up. It'd be ridiculous, and none of you would do that. If we treat this casting like throwing a ball and not tying our elbow, upper arm down to our body, and only be able to move this, if this is all we can ever move, that's the only thing I can do is start making bigger, which gets me no loop, or I can do it in that little short line harder, which gets me instant crash tailing loop. We must reach back if we're going to increase the length of line. Every different length of line needs a little bit longer, a little bit shorter stroke. So as I reach farther back, I would be adding more line. Now my stroke is much longer because I'm trying to cast a longer piece. Just like if you were throwing something longer, you're coming from back here. You want to throw it super far, you're coming from back here. If I want to cast the whole fly line, I might even reach back here. It gets me a little bit more and I can reach way out here. Now my stroke is double of what I started with. You're not reaching too far back. There's no such thing as reaching too far back. Almost certainly you're reaching down. Only two ways you're going to know that. Film yourself, check it out on video, or even better yet, turn around, see what's going on with your cast, and you will stop guessing what the problem is, and you will know what the problem is. And if you check out my How to Fix Fly Casting Errors compilation here, you'll be able to find a solution to those problems as well.